Ooh, what occurred? Oh, okay. It just switched on everything. All right. Did you
Just
see
lost my
that?
video.
Yep. That's weird. No, you
No, you
didn't. Previously on CSI Waterdeep, we're back. I don't know why these glitches. I don't know why they do these things. Um, are we up? Okay, there's my face. Hi. All right. So last we left in the glorious Phandalin. There was a big shopping episode. I'm sure everybody was super stoked. Uh, the party after hastily running to Phandalin to protect it before it was destroyed by an ancient red dragon or the visage of such, raced to their old original village of Phandalin to arrive to see it bustling and jovial and happy for a winter festival. The party then discovered that there was some sort of psychic link in the town making everybody feel that they were happy. They investigated and returned to Wave Echo Caves where they fought an Elder Brain and Monster Emmanuel. I'm going to keep using that term until someone goes, ha ha ha, what a brilliant term for a beholder. And you guys rescued some dwarves left, Noondro and Gundren, I believe, and they showed you their vault that they've been working on with the magical well, magical basin that builds magical weapons. So once you cleared that dungeon of whatever was causing the psychic link, the party ventured back outside to see a much different Phandalin with ashen overcast clouds, embers crackling through everywhere, and did another, uh, perception or investigation to realize that what you were seeing are the regional effects of a great red dragon or a ancient red dragon. Epione brilliantly did the party's first scry spell and uh, scried and saw the ancient red dragon nesting and maybe resting or waiting at the top of where you guys previously went to a wizard's tower in the Sword Mountains, which is about 5 miles from Phandalin. When the original party went through Phandalin, we did a little homebrew, and I made a little tower back when Adam was playing and stuff, and Jermaine fought a zombie beholder up there, and you guys turned the tower into like a vineyard and a little hideout. Well, now it is where a ancient red dragon appeared to be napping, dangling its talons and its claws in a almost perfect pond of lava. Almost not necessarily circular or whatever, but it's just kind of keeping its hand warm, doing a little fishbowl thing in this large green field that leads up to the front of the beautiful white wizard tower. From there, you guys saw the scry spell. You looked into Phandalin to see things. You saw morning fire still coming out. You guys entered the town, and you get the inclination that you're running out of time. So you did some quick shopping. You went and saw Mahadi's tent with a few of the party members, and made some bargains with him. Uh, got a couple cool arrows. I think one was a dragon slaying arrow, and one was a special lightning arrow that actually returns, much like the uh, lightning javelin, something like that. The term escapes me. Uh, Belgar went to the library to research devils, demons, and dragons. Becomes heightened situational awareness, heightened that yes, this there is an ancient red dragon in the area, and gains some knowledge there. We can do some refreshers if you want to as we start this for the first 5-10 minutes. Connor was he was encased in carbonite in the last one, so Connor's there. Connor was doing Connor things. You did speak with Halia. Halia was not necessarily dismissive. You talked with your Zentarum snakes, and she's like, "Wow, things look kind of strange here." She wants to get her shop in order. Uh, Boz, you're in the center of. Did you go to Mahadi's tent?
No, I had gone to the Stronghold.
That's right.
Um,
And
or was
yeah, coming
heading
off.
to the
You
Stronghold.
and Manu are just
Yep.
gonna go see your people, and then skadoosh, a massive breath weapon. As you notice the sky, you look up and you see this massive black shadow in the overcast ember and ash. The wind vortices kind of spun out, and you saw this humongous red dragon head with the horns swept back and just belched red fire and lava straight through the town. Manu does Manu things, barbarically just bursts through the flames, running to rescue Daisy and I forget Daisy
Daryl.
or the owl bear. Do we
Daryl,
even name the
Daisy, and
owl
the
bear? But
owlbear.
you ran through there, and um, you did notice right before you left that fire elementals were bursting forth in the fissures from the fire. When the fire hit, the breath weapon hit, one or two fire elementals poked forward. So what we have in the town is the party is pretty well split. I believe Faj, you gave orders to the knights that were accompanying you guys, the Hell Riders and the Purple Dragon Knights, to get the villagers to
Correct.
safety, wherever that may be, preferably way back.
Yeah,
Okay.
we told him the cave. Yeah.
Yep. So, screaming and chaos from this massive breath weapon. The town was already uneasy because the Drakhorn. They could hear the Drakhorn again, so that's very unsettling. Henry was in the chapel to Timora, and he was speaking to the townsfolk as they started getting concerned, and as he's working through various priestly duties and calming the citizenry, like yells start echoing through the town. A small building, a house starts catching fire. Hell riders are banging on the door trying to get whoever is out of there. So we'll open up and leave this to you guys as the party's strung out through the town. You can kind of see with the two different maps there uh, how it looks. So I'll hand it over to you guys for any questions or anything that I missed. I'll jump in once. Just kidding.
I have one question because obviously I wasn't here, so it's just a when you went and scryed the tower that's about 5 miles away. Did we find anything more out about that? Was there some link between that and the dragon, or was there just that's where the dragon happened to be with the pool of lava?
That's pretty much where the dragon was. I was just looking to find its location because we had just came out of the cave or tunnel or wherever we were. So
Okay.
we were trying to figure out where to go next, and we saw it at the tower.
So does it? Because the way it is described, obviously on the recap, it was something to do that it looked like it was clawing out of the lava pit or something.
No, it had.
What?
It was not clawing out of it. It was
So it's not
nearby.
like that. So that lava pit's not like obviously my character's not arcane, so it's not like it's some type of portal that allows that dragon to be here.
Oh no, we definitely learned that it.
Here.
I'm pretty sure we learned that it was a portal.
So yeah, if you remember, Belgar was reading about things, and that was
Right.
one of the things that they do. They have, they can have portals back to the fire plane and things like that. And he was
So
gathering based on the size of this dragon that it probably has a back door to, a lair or something.
so if we found some way of stopping that connection, would that send the dragon back? Is
That
what
we
I'm
don't know.
asking.
Yeah, you can try.
Give us the answers.
Yeah, you can try anything.
It's just I'm a bit obviously big, scaly red thing, small little munchy elf. I might not last that long. I'm just being paranoid. Just if there's something we could do that enables us to do something that doesn't mean we have to go directly against the dragon, I'm all for trying it.
DM hastily brings up sources spells. Okay.
I mean, if it's not native to the material plane, and we cut off that portal, one of our spellcasters, I have banishment. If you hold that for long enough, it gets sent back.
That sounds like a plan. Well, I'm just thinking of
Or
we had enough trouble with a slightly younger dragon,
The
and
problem
this one's
is,
like,
if it's not native to a different plane, if it is native to this plane, material plane, it'll just be gone for a minute and come right back. But if it is native to something like the plane of fire, it'll go back there and stay there, so long as the spell is held to full extent of its duration.
well, so
How
what's
long?
people's thoughts?
How long does the spell last?
It's 1 minute, but if the caster's concentration is broken during that time, the dragon will just come right back. It's also a pretty hefty save, so we would have to find a way to get that to work out, since
So-
our red dragon's saves are pretty high.
Yeah, I see that coming in handy if we engage it and things aren't going so well. You know, a minute would be plenty of rounds to heal and do whatever. But
Basically, if he casts it, Tom, and the dragon isn't native to this plane, he's gone. Literally, he's gone. Can't come back.
If the spell completes and he isn't originally from the material plane, he won't come back.
oh, now I'm tracking. I thought you were only able to banish him for a minute. I guess
No.
I was misunderstanding what you were saying.
If he is from the material plane, then it will only be for a minute. But if he's from any other plane, he'll be gone. So long as I finish the spell's duration. And my
Question, because
concentration
obviously
is-
my character knows nothing about these spells. If you cast that spell and this gate is currently a link between that plane and this plane, could he just go, oh, I'll just go back through this hole and I'm there?
Yeah.
So we'd have to stop that gateway and banish him for him to not be able to just step back through this hole.
So also I have the ability, if we were to get it in sight, to use plane shift. But I mean, dragons have a lot of charisma, and that they'd have to do the charisma saving throw.
The thing is, banishment is also a charisma save.
We need a bard to the dragon first and then let him do it.
Actually, you know, even if he was going to stay put and couldn't run off to another plane, something else that's going to be super annoying, he can fly. So what's keeping him from, like, you know, flying up and getting out of range of us and then just flying in and attacking us when it's convenient?
Nothing.
I definitely think we should attempt to talk to this dragon and see why he's here and what he wants,
So,
and
For the-
get there.
so for the sake of this, what I'll say is, I got this handy dandy little hourglass here, which I've been dying to use. Okay. All right. So the town is under attack. This is what you guys know. You guys are all spread out. I'll let you guys kind of work through some initial, hey, over the past short rest, you guys discussed things you can do with an ancient red dragon. One being banishment. You've got these new spells where you can portal in and out of stuff. So you've got that. So you guys inherently know some of the capabilities of some of your party members. In order to start speaking to each other and planning these things out, you either have to consolidate or get together. Okay. So Epione, you're currently with Asa, darting probably 300 feet to. You're not exactly sure without a perception check. Because you didn't.
Should be with us too, because we just came from the tent.
Okay. Was Manu in the tent? I'm not sure. I'm not trying to.
I was in the tent. I am now at the Stronghold.
Okay. So you have your agency. Are you running with Manu? Did you take off with Manu, or do you want to break off somewhere else? Now realize your squishy spellcasters in the back of your mind are not with your party, but you got the deep. You know what I mean? The melee range DPS folks. You guys are funneling down this main alleyway towards our C2 rower, as you can see in the background. So you guys are headed towards the bicycle down there that I never use. It's a very, very important investment. So most of the party's headed that way. I'll say Cliff, you also, when Henry kind of, Henry went off into there's a blue building off to the left inside this thing, inside the map. That's the temple to Timora, but it's very like non-denominational sort of church where it's got, it's for everybody. Phandalin is a very I don't know, diverse town. You were in there helping Henry, you know, get the town at ease, get good with Helm and things like that. Same, I'll say same with the Paladin. So Zesis, you're in there as well. Um you guys all you heard it too. Large explosions, kids screaming and people yelling and oh guffaw kind of things. And uh, Connor, will say you're with the DPS as well. You're with um, we'll say you were with my eight, yeah. So I guess where now we'll put him back. You have a choice. You could have ran with Manu towards the stronghold, or you could just stop and hang it right in the at the well.
So I talked to
We only get half of a stronghold today because my last two demi-loons fell and snapped in two. So if you go to the back of the stronghold, we'll have to theater the mind that part. Apologies. So I'll just kind of go around the room and I'll say, Belgar, you heard the explosion. What are your initial thoughts before initiative? So this is kind of a pseudo initiative situation. You hear the explosion. You kind of get it. You've heard Dragon Breath before. You hear the roar that just, for the sake of Matt Mercer, the cacophonous, roar that goes through the town. You feel kind of a little bit of a heat, and all of your intuition goes off that like it's on. So you're in the library in the main manor. And
You're muted.
Belgar, and Asa are muted.
Sorry. I'm going to hang up what I'm doing there and rush out to try to find the rest of the party.
Okay, I'll say you've got like the perfect book that you found that's got all the information. You clap the Avernus book and you clap the Red Dragon book and you stuff it underneath your armpit. You know what I mean? Like as a good academician would do, and just you run out. There's somebody like, you've got to check that out. Wait, we're on fire. It's okay.
The door is beeping. The security of the door.
Yes, I misty stepped past all of that.
Oh, perfect. I'll count that against your spells. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. All right. So Asa, Manu darted all the way to the stronghold. Where would you like to go?
I'm going to be going in that same direction, but taking a less direct route since I'm not covered in a hard shell.
Okay. Yeah, you nimbly bimbly, you're gonna go.
I'm gonna nimbly bimbly work my way.
Yeah. You'll go down the right. You're kind of you get to the well, and instead of you see the big line of fire, and you kind of go to you're like, man, I'll just go around that. All right. Cliff. Boom. I'm going to say this. Henry's going to be like, he's going to look at you and he's like, go, I'll stay with them. Very, very noble. And he's going to consolidate some people there and kind of organize the retreat or whatever security, because he sees some Hell Riders running by with some stuff, and he's going to coordinate that. And he just says, go on without me. Kind of situation. But you're at Lathander at that blue building off to the camera left there.
Zesis is with me as well.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so you guys can both,
We know that there's a red dragon in the vicinity. Something
No.
that we would be in our minds.
I mean, yeah, just I would say even passively, you can. It's a cathedral. There's large windows. You hear a massive roar. That I'm talking like the wind, the trees kind of crack with it. And
So similar to when we ran into the big dungeon and me and Zesis were being chased by the big red dragon.
exactly.
Okay. Just preemptively, I'm going to toss Death Ward and Protection from Energy on
Okay.
Zesus.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to Protection Energy from Fire.
Okay. Put.
Just so whenever we need to split up, he's good to go. And isn't going to get roasted the second he runs into an Ancient Red Dragon.
The only problem is I wanted to give her some space because Manu made it all the way that way.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get somewhere high.
I'll get to you. Yep, no problem.
Hey, are you running the cameras on Zoom? If so, can you allow me in?
Yep. So, Skylar, can you help me out with that one? Just send it to his personal. Okay. And Cliff as well.
Oh, I'm watching on Twitch.
Oh, tight. Cool.
I'm gonna death ward myself with the Sunsword.
Okay.
And then I'll
I'm
follow.
I'm just waiting to be let in on Zoom. It says host will let you in soon.
Oh shit. Sorry. Excuse me. Ew, whoops a daisy. You're welcome, Zoom user. Are you in, buddy?
Yeah.
It's easy maps. You'll just have to make sure you mute yourself on that Zoom, or else it'll just like crush us with audio shenanigans. Okay. So, can you just do a real quick recap of what you just prepped, Cliff?
I put Death Ward and Protection from Energy for Fire on Zesus.
Cheating. Okay. Perfect.
So Death Ward is 8 hours, and Protection from Energy is 1 hour, but I'm concentrating.
Okay.
So just for your information, I am
Thanks.
concentrating.
Yeah. Honesty is good. That will help me. All right. Okay. So, Connor, I'm down in your camera. Oh, I'll just stay with Zesus. Where are you gonna? Sorry, Cliff. Where are you heading? Are you heading anywhere?
I would be following Zesus and the other Hell Riders wherever they're going.
Okay.
So probably towards the action.
Oops. All right. Where's Belgar's gonna come running out of this room here? You guys don't have to worry about seeing it. It's just mainly for me to kind of remember. Belgar just runs out the steps. We got Zesus and. All right, Zesus, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna follow Cliff wherever he ends up going. So I'll just stick with him. And do we already have people on the way to the Stronghold?
Yeah, you see a line. You see Foz out there, Connor out there. Well, Connor, where do you want to head? You're muted, brother.
Yep. I'm basically shadowing Manu as he goes. So
Okay. I'm gonna give Foz. You were heading down there too, right?
Yeah. Basically, Manu and I were near each other, and Manu just took off toward the Stronghold, but he went through the fire, and I was like, "Well, that's dumb."
That's very barbarian-y. Good job.
So I was gonna go around, but then realized that there's fire elementals, so now I'm thinking I should hold fast
Okay.
in the center of town
You
to.
can pull yourself back if you'd like.
You know what I mean?
Yep, you can pull yourself back. You're gonna stay with Foz then, Connor. You're in the.
sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that's right. Essentially, that's where I was gonna end up.
Okay, so you're sitting next to Foz, kind of a shooter cover situation because you like armor. Epione, Manu. So we'll hold with Manu, where he's at. And then Zesus went. Epione, we'll say, is down with you guys as well. Oh, she wanted to go somewhere high. All right. Okay. as you guys are doing this, as Epione is going to tell us where she wants to move to, Skylar, we'll start at the top of a roundish. This is going to be initiative-ish for story times and coolness, I suppose. Uh, you guys are you see the flame hit. It builds this big wall of fire, and the shadow bursts up in the sky, and throughout the entire Phandalin town, you hear this echoing like, "This is beneath me," as it just you know as it flies off. It just kind of mutters something snotty. Epione, where would you like to go? You want to place your mini somewhere? There's a head shop in town. Just kidding. But all right. Let's see.
Money is hemp.
Yeah. Wherever, whatever you see, you can do, right? Yeah, you can go to the stable area. You climb up there, no problem. But that's where we'll start. And let's for the sake of this, we're gonna roll some initiative. How about them apples? And I'll start with Belgar. Actually, everybody roll for initiative, and we'll do this from top to bottom. I like the 25 to 20.
Actually, ignore what I just did on.
You want real dice?
I'm gonna use real dice.
You only get one.
Everyone gets it.
Yeah, D&D Beyond mulligan. All right, Belgar declares it. That's awesome.
Plus 3. 12.
So 25 to 20. Anybody in the 25 to 20 range? Okay, Skylar is what you got?
20.
Manu's
Hang on.
20.
There's a range above that. I got 28.
Jeez, oh Pete. Connor's
Save those big
cheating.
rolls for later.
How many
Did
dice do
did
we
you roll
roll?
with D&D Beyond and real dice advantage?
That was D&D Beyond. You can see it. It's
yeah.
in the log.
Add for initiative, it's just the d20 plus your dex.
All right. Anybody in 25 to 20 range? Nope. Okay. 20 to 15. Okay. Files of 17.
I got 15. Zesus.
Asa, what you got?
18.
Perfect. Who are we missing? What'd you get? You got a 12 too?
10.
You got 10?
Got a 13 for Cliff.
13 for Cliff.
So it's gonna be a happy.
Who am I missing?
I wonder.
Did you get my 15 for
Oh, sorry.
Zesus?
Yep.
Tim, I have a question. Does
Yes.
my simple Opcrum get an initiative roll, or is he going to attack along with me?
Ooh, no, I think he's off from you. 1 second. Let me bring that one up real quick. Let me check my spell book.
I don't think it says anything about initiative.
It's just a dude.
I believe
I
the
got-
simulacrum is just counted as another player.
Okay. Yep. That's fine. We'll just run it with that, just for the sake of things. So roll for
For him?
self. Yep.
All right. Oh,
Acting on your turn in combat.
Oh, so no, it does act on your turn in combat.
Oh, it does. Okay, that's fine. And
So
just for
two Bel-
simplicity's
Two
sake,
Belgars. Belgar 1 and Belgar 2. And you get to choose who goes first. Okay. So we'll say, there you go, Connor. You saw this happening. You hear this large, "This is beneath me," as the shadow kind of disappears into the clouds. It was overhead. It like you could see the big, wing vortices spill out as it takes a big gust of like a wing. You know, it rises up into the clouds, and you can take your action.
So how far is he? Like way out of earshot now? Is he like way up in the sky?
You're not sure. It's like overcast at like 300 feet. It came down, you know, just at about 100 feet. What you saw, but you were way back at the tent, right? When you saw this, so you're kind of, you know, you're out of range for all plot armor. And then you ran up, and then you heard this, and you kind of see the last of its shadow, you know, kind of dart above you. And for the rest,
Okay,
it won't
I'm
bottom. Now it's back. Now it's real. It's done with its intro. Now it's real.
So Connor, you're with me, right?
yep.
And sneak attack works when you're standing next to me, yeah?
No, sneak attack works when you're standing next to the monster.
10-4.
I'm going to hold my action to
Okay.
see where Foz is running.
So you're a
Let
bit
Foz
off.
go.
You're a bit off camera right now, but if you look at the stronghold, you're you're like right next to that fire elemental. If you see it, you're about 20 feet from it.
Probably gonna want to move back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is there anywhere? Is there like a bit so I can duck behind and sort of hide a little bit because I'm that type of person.
How much range do you need?
I got 120-foot range on my bow.
Wherever you want to move
That
up.
looks, yeah.
So it just every body size is 5 feet.
Not really from where you're at currently. Not
Okay,
moving
well
forward.
I'll head towards the area that you found there. Whatever my movement is. How far?
cool.
35 feet. So
Towards a stronghold.
Towards somewhere.
yeah,
behind
towards
Towards the
Stronghold.
height. Yeah, there's some bushes to your left and right. Everybody's got shrubbery. There's plenty of places where you can hide.
you. Okay, so to that direction maybe? To the left?
Sounds like a plan. Get into some shrubbery. If there's so
Shrubbery.
Tim can tell me where the shrubbery is.
Yeah, you can stick them behind that L-shaped shrubbery over there. Yep. It's just past the wall of fire-ish.
Okay. And I'm going to bonus action hide.
Okay. You'll roll for it if you want.
Yep.
And I look behind.
18.
I look behind myself and I go, hey Connor, what the?
Yeah. Plus 16 perception. What was your roll for your height?
18. Not particularly good today.
Well, some things you're hidden for and some things you're not.
I think I'm hidden perfectly well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're like, I'm the best at hiding. I'm so good at hiding right now. All right. Okay, so you're in the shrubbery. Connor, Manu, you're up, buddy. You just burst through the flames. Yep.
Am I able to reach the stables from where I'm at?
Negative. So clearly the stronghold's a little bit wonky in size. So just imagine a larger, you know, star fort on the inside of it. It's probably about, 200 meters by 200 meters.
Gotcha.
We'll give it 100 meters on the inside. It's not that big, but you see a gate kind of in front of you that's still open from the morning, and you see two dwarves getting like hastily, like "Nah," trying to close it, but they see you, action guy, running through the flames towards them, and they can hold the gate open.
I'm gonna continue my dash.
Okay.
As you're dashing, I'd like to yell at you and say, Manu, where the hell are you going? Get in the fight!
I have to save Daryl, Daisy, and Ash.
They're in dangerous. They're fine.
It's getting intense.
Yeah, I'm running toward. I have to go release those guys. So I'm
Okay.
running towards the gate.
Yeah, we'll say, your movement, you slide through the gate and the dwarves like lock it, it's just a steel gate in, the base of one of those demi-lunes, and you run in real quick, you run down the hallway, you get to the center of, the courtyardish of where the keep towers above you.
Yep.
And, probably your next action, you could run around the backside and get to the stables.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, no problem. Let's see. No messages there. Asa, you run up, where the center of the piazza of the town is. There's a well, and you break right, and you go kind of around this building with there's a I don't know if you see it, but there's like a blue roofed building off to the right on one of the cameras, and you see uh Epione scramble up to the top of it.
I'm gonna kind of set myself up near. I'm gonna sort of follow Epione to get a good vantage point.
Okay. You take your action. You run into the building as people are diving underneath the tables inside. It's a competing tavern to the Drunken Duck or whatever we called it, Toblin's place. And they're kind of diving under the table. You see some Hell Riders picking up some children and rushing out to get to their horses. You see where there's a stair step. You see the back of Epione's cloak, purple cloak, wisp through, a door, and you just dart, half elf speed. You jump and dive in, and you get up to the top of where she's trying to collect herself as well. That's all your movement, we'll say, to get up there.
Sounds good.
Epione, will you put Asa up with you? Okay. Is that all you want to do? Hold your action or anything?
Yes, I'm gonna hold my action until a threat appears within range that I can actually.
Okay. All right. And just to kind of clarify for anybody that's holding their actions, for a bonus action or anything like that, you can make a perception check, and then if you take your whole action to make a perception, we'll just kind of go with advantage or something like that, or we'll work something out. Let's see, Foz, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to the fire elemental to use fainting attack.
Fire elemental. Oh, okay.
So it's gonna add 3 to my attack and give me advantage on the attack.
Okay.
For that, right. Almost 33 to hit.
Yeah. Just barely gleamed a shot. All right, you got him.
He's take 14 radiant damage, plus the 3 from the fainting attack, so 17 on that attack.
Okay. So as you run up, you see there's a bit of a wall of fire. It's not by technical terms a wall of fire. It's the action shot intro to the fight fire that's just kind of sitting there. It's got plot fires, and it's really, elongated. And you notice in there as you're walking up that one of the flames actually has eyes and a mouth and a bit of a form, and you're just like, yep, I got to get after that. And you slide in there and you move one arm, and then you just schwack him with the sun sword for 14 points of damage. It as you hit it, you can kind of see that it's flame that's trying to stay together. It comes apart a little bit and then like slowly comes together. It doesn't necessarily make a wincing pain.
So you got the 14 and the 3 from the fainting attack.
Yep.
The second attack is 20 to hit.
It's a hit. Hit.
That's 15 radiant on that one.
Okay.
His third attack is a 19.
It's a hit.
And only 13 radiant on that one.
Okay.
So that's a bonus attack. And 5 feet movement, so that's my turn.
Okay, so you run up, you make the feigning attack, you strike it, you switch arms again, you strike it, and you just stab into it. And this time you start seeing that its form actually is getting smaller as you're ripping into it. But you see that it's significantly kind of reduced in size as it tries to bring its mass back together with the nearby fires. Nearby, you do see with your passive perception where it came out on the ground, a bit of a fissure closes. That's your turn.
Yes.
Azesis. Azesis.
Hey, Zeus.
Azesis. Azesis. Azesis's turn. Blah.
All right. So on the map, where am I at currently?
Okay, so as you look into the town, you're basically in the town square. North, we'll say north is the stronghold. Okay, you're south of the
Yep.
stronghold, probably like at a whole about 90 some feet. He's the guy behind the full plate map. See the two knights that are, yep, there they are. She's gonna take a picture and drop it into WhatsApp. But
Okay. And what?
just for
Close to
theater
me right
design purposes, you're at the well if you can see the well there on camera.
Is
Or
that
where
the dragon?
Yeah, so
Is
there's
that
yeah,
the
I forgot. Rain, I think her name was, is kind of laying there. That's something I forgot in the backstory. Anyways, to start this scene, a massive adult copper dragon gets dropped in the center of town, like when it's with his tongue hanging out, like, oh god, it's over, man. And you guys are like, oh snap.
Okay.
Yeah, there is an adult copper dragon in the center of town. That's a detail that I should have mentioned. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And
That's
then
what I'm for.
I was
see
obviously
a couple-
drinking. I didn't.
And where is Cliff at? Is he right behind me?
Yeah, he's with you.
Okay.
That's buddies.
What's the closest bad guys?
What is the closest bad guys?
Yeah.
So you
Where's
don't
the
really
fire
see anything. You can do I'll let for bonus actions or potions and like battlefield perception checks and shit. Just that's a Timism. Yeah, it just makes it
Okay.
it's more fun.
So I'll roll a perception check.
Yeah. I'll dig into that a little bit more. Maybe if it's used as a bonus action, it's a disadvantage check, and if you use it as your whole action, it's just a regular check. But we'll get to. I'll sort that out later.
Let's see. How do I roll this?
Because technically speaking, by the book, it's got to be a whole action to do a perception check. But I think
Okay.
it's kind of fun to be able in your 6 seconds to be able to look around.
How do I roll a perception check? I'm trying to in D&D Beyond hit the button, but it's not letting me.
Maybe just tap perception.
Yeah, you should be able to tap perception on it. The word perception on.
They click on the number to the right hand side of where it says perception.
Did you try turning it off and turn it back on?
Insight check.
I was
Pull your
Is that-
back card out and put it back in. Always useful.
Oh man. Insight. Okay.
Henry, roll
All right.
initiative when you get a chance.
Okay, that turned out all right. 23.
Okay, so yeah, as you heard the explosion, you can. So from you, as you're picking up your awareness, you do see this large wall of flame that's kind of where the stronghold is, and
Yep.
you saw Foz right before you just start swinging at the flame, and as you're like, what is he doing? You know what I mean? You see a hand preparing to like swipe back at Foz with fire, like the flame is alive.
Okay. So I'll move towards the flame, and
Okay. Just your full move, you dashing or just your regular movement?
yeah, just dash full move towards the flame. And I don't
Okay.
know how that gets me.
If you dash, you can get within 30 feet of it, but that's your action. That would be your full action.
That's fine. I'm good there then.
Okay. So Foz, as you're sitting there and you swing at this beastie. Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, boop. Switching tabs. All right. It is going to just, with both of its hands, just reach out to strike you. And I got a nat 20 for the day. All right, cool. Yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't get a nat 20. I keep saying I don't want to. Come on, I promise. All right, so
Buzz, where you been?
What's that?
Where you been?
Yeah, up against the fire elemental. So,
right. So as it reaches out with its like first hand as you do that feigning attack, uh, it does 34 fire damage on you, and then it swings in with another hit, uh, with a 21 to hit.
blow that off with my shield.
Okay. Yep. So you definitely you feel that you feel the flames of like the elemental planes. Like this is no ordinary fire right here. It's got some magic behind it, and that certainly hurts. And that will bring up Cliff as you see your partner just booking it straight ahead of you in a full dash towards that firewall, and you see Foz, you know what I mean, in a bit of a ruckus with the firewall.
Okay. I will. Do I see any enemies? Like if I run forward, I'm not gonna be within an area that I'd be in danger, right? Do I know?
Excuse me?
Like if I run forward with Zesis, am I going to, with a dash action, am I going to run into any enemies anytime soon?
No. Yeah, you know that you've got this same kind of sprinting pace as your friend, and you see off to the left and right with your passive perception that there's really no threat. Yeah, you can move them up there if you want.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, that's just what I'll do for now.
Not the manor. The library just all the books just flew off the shelves. You're paying for that. You hear the librarian.
All right. Yeah. So I'll run forward 60 feet and do I see Foz attacking anything?
Yeah, you can roll for a quick perception if you want.
Sure.
I'm only saying this because you turned the corner. You're not sure what's going on. Is he putting out the fire, or why is he using his sword to put out the fire? Maybe he's a dumb dwarf.
That's a 15 plus 8, 23.
Yep, you're tracking. You see as he's like swinging at this thing, Zeus is just booking at it like he saw something as well. And then all of a sudden, you see this fist just jam straight into the stomach of Foz's armor, where it meets like his pantaloons and his breastplate, and just roast him in the gut. And you
Okay.
hear a dwarven yeah.
I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon at second level, just in the vicinity of Foz, where I see those, wherever I see the flaming fist come out from.
Yep. Okay.
Right or left?
I'll put it to the left of Foz. And it'll be my my usual visage of helm.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hang on, I've got a better visage of how. Don't worry, it's only $1,000. No, I'm just kidding.
Extra.
Yeah. Yeah. Just plastic. All right. Brought to you by Axe and Shield Gaming Gear. All right.
Once I got a better look at that map, once I got on top of the roof, could from the corner there, could we see that Foz was engaging?
Yeah, when you come to your turn, we'll do a quick perception check. But no, you were pretty focused on at the time following Epione. So Cliff, you dropped the spiritual weapon. Do you want it to hit?
Yes, please.
Okay, go for it.
Is a 19 plus 8. So 27.
Hits.
All right. That is 9 damage, which is radiant damage.
Okay. Okay, so you take whatever holy symbol is, you focus a little bit, and appears this great helm, and it just smashes into the face of what appears to be this face. There's like a brighter yellowish color inside, the dark orange lava looking colors of this fire elemental, and it kind of hits it in the face where you can see a little, the pumpkin smile or whatnot doing some damage to it.
All right. That'll be my turn then.
Hey, Skylar, if you would, could you send Henry and Dan the same Zoom link?
You got it.
Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna adjust this camera a little bit so you can see a little bit of this fire element. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Oof. And the beautiful stronghold. Okay, let's see. So Cliff, is that the end of your turn, buddy?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, and you're still concentrating. You cast spiritual weapon. Got it. Okay. Belgar, books under your hands. You see a paladin and a cleric burst by you and hang a left really quickly. You know something's behind you because as you were walking, circling down the stairs of the library, you saw, maybe through the windows or whatnot, what appears to be a large fire outside. You get outside and, to enhance your perception, you see your venerable knights just clinkety clunk around the corner after something.
Okay. Do you want me to roll perception?
At this time, you hear the simulacrum at the same time go, "Hey, do you want me to roll for perception?" I'm going to do this until you get rid of this.
There we go. 21.
Yeah, so you see the same thing. You see Foz battling with some sort of fire, and then the simulacrum goes, "I see Foz battling with fire."
Well, that's good.
That's good.
About how far away?
I'll stop. About 60 feet.
Oh. Okay, so we're going to use our
Henry, mute. Somebody mute. Someone's got chips. Is it Dan chips?
Okay,
Oh.
it was Henry. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to use. We're both going to use our movement and go 30 feet closer to Foz. So we'll be about 30 feet away from the elementals. And
Also, Henry and Dan, if you can send me your initiative roll. Apologies. Just post them in Stronghold while Belgar's talking.
okay, so the simulacrum is going to use a cantrip, True Strike,
Okay.
which will basically give us some insight as to our target's defenses. And we'll also gain advantage on our first attack roll, or he will gain advantage on his first attack roll.
Okay.
So what does he learn about the elementals?
Okay. Let's see. Just
Or do you want Belgar to do his action first before I hear what Simon has to say?
Yeah, no problem. Ooh, Simon, tight. All right, so just do a quick investigation check, and I'll give you some information based on that check. How about that? But I'll give you at a minimum the armor class, which is 13. But just for the flavor of this, and it's a cool spell that you haven't used.
Okay. Here we go. 10.
A 10?
It's a dirty, and I rolled a natural 1, but I had +9.
Yeah. You're like, ooh, this thing's made of fire. Probably fire's not going to hurt it, but its armor class isn't that high.
There's fiery fire and then fire.
All right. Well, I'm going to cast another cantrip, Chilling Touch. Figure cold should work on it.
Okay.
And hang on. Go ahead and roll for that. 19 points damage.
Oh, yep. Okay. Oh, so you. All right. And
hang
chill.
on.
Did
There
you
might
just
have been
touch this thing? Very fancy.
I'm sorry, what, Tim?
Did you just run up there and like chill touch is a melee, right?
No.
Okay.
The range is 240 feet on that one.
Okay, perfect. All right, sorry.
And it's a cantrip. Oh, hang on a second.
19 damage.
Oh, I have to make a ranged spell attack. So sorry,
It's not really a chilly touch then, is it, if it's 240 feet away?
well, it's a cold skeletal hand shoots out and grabs a hold.
And Henry, funny thing about it is, it's not even cold. It's necrotic damage.
Well,
it's not chill and it's not a touch. I have no idea why it's called chill touch.
What's she doing?
Got all your like pedestal chairs or whatever. She's like dancing around on top of them.
Oh, wait,
That's sweet for her.
yeah. She does. Yeah, she's fun.
oh, I see how to do this. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so yeah, still getting used to these digital dice. So 28 to hit. So that should hit.
Yep, that's hit. 19 damage. I got the damage.
Okay, and that's me. That's it.
Okay. 1 second. Send Discord 13.
Have the two of us been moved forward 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Belgar's second went. Epione is going to hold her turn. So Henry.
Did Connor ever use his action? He held his action to see what I was doing. Or
Yeah, Connor, you did hold your action? Were you planning on shooting this thing or?
Yeah, I was just waiting to make sure nothing else got in the way. But can I shoot the elemental that's in front of Foz?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to sharply shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember where that is. 2 seconds. Ah, there it is. Nat 20, 29.
Bugger. Okay.
Going to be an awful lot of damage.
You're on fire.
Uh,
You're also on fire. Sorry. Go ahead, Connor. You're not on fire, Connor. I forgot to mention. Foz looks down
so
like I'm on fire.
Just 32 plus 66, which is 36. which is 74 points of damage.
Yeah, so you're battling this thing, you're going to town, you're on fire, and as you like look up, it's gone as a magical-ish bolt flies, and as Connor sees this thing getting targeted, he finds, its mass, its center point, the place where it's going to do the most damage to disincorporate it, and you hit it like right away, and it kind of falls down, um, and that'll
You all right,
complete.
Foz?
I don't know. Am I still on fire?
Yes.
Save me!
Yeah.
Help me, Tom Cruise!
Yeah. Definitely on fire.
Can I
Uh,
help him in some way?
Foz.
Yeah, that's
so
it. Drop, and roll. Yeah.
Asa, see, Foz, 4chans, roll a custom 3. Got it.
Hey Tim, can you let those two into Zoom?
See. Yeah, you gotta go to participants. I know, I got too many toys. I got one for Dan. I don't have one for Nicholas. I'll send one to Nick.
Henry's not in there.
He's not anymore.
He just
Okay.
shook his head no.
All right, so this thing goes away. Leave it. We'll just leave it. Fiery. It's gone. All right, so yeah, Epione. You do kind of hear a bit of a clash around the corner, but you don't necessarily see anything yet. Ooh, what was
I'm
that sound?
gonna do perception check to see if there are any other magic users that are enemies around.
Okay.
Instead of Zoom, people can use his broadcast to see them.
Oh. Sorry.
All right, not too bad. 16.
16. Okay. And you're just assessing everything from up there.
I want to know if there is somebody controlling that fire elemental, and that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Okay, so what you gathered, you kind of peek your head around the corner, and you didn't notice that, but since you're using this as your whole action, just to kind of assess it, you do notice that in that wall of flame, you see the ground fissure open in 2 different locations at this time.
Okay.
Like it just kind of like, the size of a humanoid just cracks open into like a sliver of and you kind of look down into it. It's like crackling lava-y stuff.
So I'm gonna take this moment to talk to
crackle.
Asa, and I'm gonna tell Asa what I'm seeing on the ground over there. And like Asa, keep your eye on the ground around the corner by those flames. It looks like it's cracking open. Also, if we need a quick escape down off this roof, let me know. I can create a portal for us from rooftop to rooftop. So.
All right. Sounds good, Epione.
Or like any two points on the ground that I can see within 500 feet. So.
Then I'm keeping my eye on those spaces that she just pointed out.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Epione.
Do I know? I'm looking up. Can I see if anything flying in the air?
No, it's very, very overcast. And give me 1 second, and then we'll start the next round. But it's very overcast overhead. Like as you look up, the clouds are swirling still from 6 seconds ago, where a very large mass came down and started that fire, and then you see where it almost vacuumed up. The clouds kind of swooshed up as it took off. Give me 1 sec.
All right. Anybody have anything to put out some fire?
If somebody can put out the fire that's on me before my turn, I won't take additional damage.
Okay, hey, so I have a thing for this. Do we have standing water nearby?
There's a well.
Just don't waste a big spell on it. It's literally like 5 damage I'll take at the beginning of my turn. So.
Okay, well, I have control water.
There's a well. The DM stepped away for a sec, but he'll be right back.
Yeah, so I have control water, but the way I read this spell is I can control water that is already there. I can't like Captain Planet or Iceman some shit.
Yeah.
I can control the flow. I can make a whirlpool. I don't think I can make fire extinguisher with this. Does that make sense?
Remove that.
I mean, if he's on fire and he gets a bucket of water thrown on him.
I mean, yeah, it's fire. It's not like special. It's just regular old fashioned fire. Yeah.
You can put this flame
I mean-
out on my rock.
Most living stuff has water in it.
Connor, you're up, buddy. Oh, did we lose him? Did we lose Connor?
I'm here. I'm just eating, so I thought I'd go.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, so you're up. You're in the shrubbery. You just knocked down that fire elemental.
Yep. Is there another element? There's more elementals, isn't there?
Nope,
There's
you don't. You don't see it because you didn't take the same perception check that Epione did, but you see that one kind of fall. But that wall of fire is still there. It's not as strong as it was 6 seconds ago.
Okay.
No, you could have shouted during your turn. Go for it.
Look at the ground behind us that's cracking open.
It's cracking.
I will look to see if can I use a bonus action to do a perception? Just a look
Yes,
over to see if I can.
Yeah, that'll be our house rule. We can do checks in a bonus action.
Okay, 22.
Yep. And what would you like to specifically perceive?
I'm looking because obviously I heard Epione shout out the cracks, and so I'm looking for the cracks to see if there's an elemental near.
Yeah, you see 2 cracks open, but there's nothing really appearing from it. Like that round was the fissure to open. The next round, you're assuming something's coming out of there, and with the flame, it's making it easier to.
Okay. I'm gonna hold my action then, and if I see something coming out of there, I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, perfect. All right. We'll say Connor. So what we did with not Connor, Henry. So you were in the Timora Church. You sent Zeus and Cliff off, and you gave some final instructions. We NPC'd you. You gave some final instructions to the people that were in the church to either hunker down or head straight to the Wave Echo Caves. You gave them one last prayer, and you're back in the cathedral, which is about 120 feet away from where that last little engagement was with the fire elemental. So if you can look on the map, the long map of the town, there's a blue roofed building on the left. You're inside there.
Okay, just random passive perception. Obviously, I can hear the clanging of it going down inside.
Yeah, so you see out in the middle of the piazza, the town center, where the well is, the roof of the well is a little bit cracked as an adult copper dragon is laying on the ground, lifeless and unconscious. And, as you, prior to your turn, as you're looking outside, as you're giving this prayer or whatever, you see Zeus and Cliff dart towards the stronghold.
Okay.
And you just heard Epiona yell, "There's fissures on the ground."
First thing I'm going to want to do is get out of the church where I'm at.
Okay.
And I want to get to the dragon in an attempt to stabilize the dragon if
Okay.
he's in fact hurt or dead or whatever.
Okay. Or whereas you walk up and I think her name was Rain, the copper dragon that you guys met, that was guarding the rear of the army. But yeah, you recognize a adult copper dragon. But yep, you need to stabilize.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, okay. You attempt to, you're using your holy symbol. You went and you talked to, you passed that prayer, and I'll say you're not feeling a very strong connection to Tyr as you did before. You took the time to stabilize this creature. You feel that it's unconscious. You feel that it's at, it's stabilized, but you feel that you're not getting enough energy, that you wouldn't be able to get enough holy, power to bring it back just yet. But
Okay.
it is stabilized. You do see it, kind of comatose, you know, breathing, but it's
Okay.
not.
I'm not feeling the juice.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you do that because it flips the map horizontally. But yeah, go ahead.
It looks good.
Okay, Skylar says it's good.
Okay, so from
map
where I'm
twist,
taking a knee,
yeah, go ahead.
from where I'm taking a knee, I'm going to assess the situation
Okay.
based off of everything, and stabilizing is my action now. So
Okay.
uh,
So
is
as you're assessing the situation, you're feeling people just running by you. You see these knights that they're the Hell Riders and they're large chargers. They have these big white and gray chargers. They've got lances and they're kind of discarding their lances to grab people up onto their horses and start, you're hearing like on the cobblestone, big clip clop as they're funneling people almost. It's very obvious that everybody's heading towards Wave Echo Cave, so everybody's moving towards the west. That's in the town. You see, as you pick up your head and you pick up your gaze, you see, the purple dragon knights that Foz worked with. You haven't seen them before, but you see these knights with purple cloaks banging on doors. As you look down towards where the fight was, you see one banging on the door of a building that is currently on fire. And you see like he bursts into the door, and his cape, heads in. Yeah, no. Henry is. Oh, do we even have a Henry on the battlefield? Is he out there? Yeah, that's him with the mace. Yep. So he's out by the dragon. You can move
if
him. You can move him by the copper dragon. Go ahead, buddy.
so I have control water. The way I read that spell is I can control water that's already there. I can't materialize water, so nothing I can do about fires.
The perception.
But
There is a well.
yeah, but I can make whirlpool. I can make water do stuff, but I don't think I can do like the whole Abyss movie thing and make the floating giant water worm and make
Yeah,
it.
no, too.
Mage hand.
Mage hand. Yeah, that sounds awfully complicated to put out fire. So here's what I would like to do, and tell me if this makes sense.
Okay.
From what I can see, where I'm at with the dragon, can I notice the direction that my team is going?
Yeah, they're all headed towards the stronghold. Asa and Epione, you see in a two-story building. They're at the roof of the two-story building just off to your north as well, like right on the piazza. You heard Epione yell that they're coming from. It looks like two fissures are cracking by the stronghold, and she points.
Okay. I will flip down my visor, grab the Lightbringer, make a battle cry, and maneuver that direction. And as a bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Where
And
do
I
you want
now
to place
have
it?
the, if I can visibly see baddies, or
Oh,
if I
is it
can
the
see
hammer or the
anyone.
mace? Do you use the
It's,
hammer or the mace?
this one I use the hammer because that's my symbol in it.
I paid the $3. We're using the hammer.
You can't visibly
Can you use the hammer?
Yeah, just put it behind Foz. That's fine. Yeah.
And if Foz is engaged, have that hammer start doing things.
Okay.
Is he
Let's
engaged or
see.
no?
To do Henry. Okay, so as you do this, Henry,
Can the spiritual weapon hammer the fire out on me?
Just beating it?
Yeah.
Can we do that? It's got a +9 to hit.
Okay.
okay, so as you see this, Manu, you pick up your gaze as you're inside the right before your turn. You look up and you can see above you the wind vortices burst open one more time in a large like flapping of wings gets over top of the stronghold itself, and you see this gargantuan dragon, burst forth flame on. It's gonna go right down the road. $90-foot cone. It's going to start at.
Oh no!
It's a deck save. So I'll need a deck save from Boz, Zesis, Cliff, Belgar and Simon.
Hey, so Isaac, what did you cast on me earlier that's supposed to help me from being harmed by fire? You're muted right now, bud.
So that was protection from energy I cast on you. So you have resistance to fire, which means any fire damage you take is halved.
Okay, thank you.
Let's try to do this this way. A little bit off the camera. Whoa! Careful, everybody. Probably should have done. Wait, I should probably have done the larger platform on the bottom.
So I got a deck save of 23.
What? Yeah, 23.
Yeah. So I like jump out of the way, totally avoid the fire.
Only you could.
I got a 19 for mine.
Only you could. All right. Let me set this up. Careful, Mom.
It's okay. Zesis is part rogue. It's fine.
I hit it over there, Fred.
What kind of save is it? A dex? Sorry.
What kind of save is a dex?
No, I was just wondering if it was a dex saving throw.
It is a dex saving throw. Okay, so Foz, what'd you roll? A lot of pretty dice. Yeah.
24.
Okay.
13.
Over here.
Tim, do you need me to roll once for Simon and once for Belgar? Or?
Yes, for both of you.
All right, so I'm going to do it again.
47 points of damage.
So did a
Yes.
19 save,
Okay.
Tim?
This is Shield Master Evasion. It's awesome.
Okay.
That's the whole.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna go down the list. Zesis.
23.
23 fail. Take 94 fire damage.
I almost rolled a nat 20, and I failed.
Yeah, it's an ancient red dragon. It's a big one.
Okay, so 94, and then I'm half, correct? Because of
Yes,
the
sir. So that's what?
energy.
47?
Yeah, 47.
Cliff,
19.
94. Plus your
Can I use my? I would like to use my Shield Master feat to.
He's got it too.
Leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
That's
never mind.
what,
That only
that's what
happens if
Oz
I
just
save.
like raised up his shield and like you see this cone blast around him.
Did you still have
I'll
your reaction?
use. I'll use my reaction to give myself resistance to fire.
Okay.
As a nature cleric.
Okay, 47.
Okay.
Right? Math? Okay.
Yes.
And then Belgar.
You said 93. So I rolled a 13. So I obviously failed.
Yep. So 94 fire damage. Do you have any resistance?
I get a +1 on saves. That ring, but no, I don't think so.
What is your do you still have contingency up?
Yeah.
What
So
is it?
so I'll be turning into a T-Rex.
Right now?
I think that's going to happen right now. Yes.
Okay.
Simon is gone.
Okay.
You weren't wearing anything with resistance to fire?
No.
Find my T-Rex. So like, here, T-Rex, T-Rex. Here, T-Rex, T-Rex. Oh, there it is. We in here. There he is. Did you just turn into a T-Rex?
I did.
Everybody's emotional support T-Rex just arrived on the battlefield.
It's Grimlock.
Okay, let's see. There's someone else I think that got hit. Oh, Simon, right? Okay, so that's it.
Yep.
Okay. It is going to. It's roughly 90, 60 feet in the air. It's going to stay there as you hear it just like stare down at you as it's frustrated that your shield stops it, and you just say, "Make way for the Empire of Flame," as it kind of bursts around you. And that brings up Monty.
The shield of your silver dragon, by the way.
Yeah.
So
It's a
as
good
he says,
cinematic.
make way for the what did he say? For the Empire of Flame.
Yes.
So as he says that, am I standing underneath him basically? Inside the stronghold.
I mean, roughly, yeah, from its size.
Basically, I'm just gonna reach up, point the rod of lordly might as a so it's still shaped like a battle axe. I'm just gonna point it up at him and tell him, then how about I join you? And I cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
So what is that? This is at. So I get 3 beams. Yeah, 3 beams. Ugh.
Okay.
So the first one, that's gonna fail. That's a 9 to hit.
He's the first. How many beams do you have?
I think it goes off. This is coming off of
If
D&D
if you're
Beyond.
level 1, I don't think you have 3 beams yet.
I think it uses the total level.
It's, yeah, it's
Total
based on
level?
it's based on character level, not class level.
Thank you. Okay, fire away. First one's a miss,
Yeah,
sir.
first one's a miss. 17 to hit.
I don't believe so. So the first one, you know feel Paxicor's energy and fire it off, and if you can't really see it because of as its wings flap, you miss it in a wing flap. And the second one, you try to go for the full mass, and it bounces off its natural armor.
And then the third one is a 21 to hit.
It's a miss. So once again, you try shooting again, and it's staring straight at you, and you beam straight in the neck, and the black dark energy from your eldritch fiendish power hits the armor and still ineffectual.
Well, that worked. Thanks, Paxicor. And that's the end of my turn.
Aw. Yeah.
Actually, how close can I get to the top of that that not the parapet? What's it called? The front.
Oh, the demi-lune?
Yeah, the
Those
demi-lune.
things? Yeah, you can run. We'll say you can on this turn, you can get up to the top of the easternmost one. Your next turn, you could run to get to the front one if you wanted to.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You want to go to the front one?
I eventually get to the front one. Yes.
Okay, so you're on your way to that one.
Okay.
Theater of mind, okay? You're inside the fortress. Once
Yep.
we get in there, it gets wonky because it's got dimensions.
Yep.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yep. No, I got you.
All right.
She said.
Okay. Asa. Muted.
Yeah,
Okay,
you weren't muted. You weren't muted, Goose.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna look up, and I'm assuming the dragon is not too far above Epione and I right now.
You can't miss it.
I can't miss it.
It's everything in the town right now. Like it's sitting there kind of flapping like so. Its head's turned at something that's yelling at him from inside the stronghold.
Perfect. So I'm going to line up my shot. I'm going to actually use my arrow of slaying. I'm going to go, holy crap, look at this right here, right now.
Are you making it up? Or are you?
Yeah, hold on. Sir. You're not even on the roof with me right now, Belgar.
Just curious.
You are not alone.
You are not on the roof with me.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to do everything I've got. I'm going to make him my sworn enemy. I'm going to hook up that arrow of slaying, and I'm going to
Okay.
throw it all at him.
Yep. Movie moment. You're just like.
What? I was waiting for this moment.
Yep.
All right. So let's see here. We got to make it.
Doesn't the dragon have to like make a save or just die instantly?
No.
You sure? I could have sworn that that's what that
Aren't you
did.
getting burned down below? All right.
The Smugosaurus Rex down there, the Cynical Saurus Rex.
Does a 31 hit?
Indeed, madam.
Excellent.
So you see these 3 beams coming out of the tower, and you kind of focus in a little bit where it's trying to make purchase into the ashen overcast, and you see its chest sitting there. It's big, reddish white chest, and you fire. Sorry.
Nice shot,
Right.
Asa.
And I think you just select Dragon Slaying Arrow, and it does the.
Oh, does it? Okay, I didn't do the right one here then. Hold on. Dragon Slaying Arrow.
But the Oath Bow was 13, so I think you could add that to it. I just gotta bring it up.
Yeah. Plus, it's
Yeah.
also my sworn enemy, so I get to add. I get to do another one. Hold on. I get to do another 3d6.
Magic items. Arrow of Slaying. Bringing it up. Arrow of Slaying is a magic weapon meant to slay a particular kind of creature. Some are more focused than others. For example, their arrows of dragon slaying. The creature needs to make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw, or taking an extra 60, 10 piercing on a saved, or half as much.
Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Yeah, and I have to do this. I'm having a little trouble figuring out how to do my. Just give me some physical dice. I'm gonna do my 3d6 extra on here.
So as it immediately just whips his head towards you, as it senses this arrow being knocked, you can just tell its nose just like snuffs in this flame, and it throws out one of its talons and takes the arrow straight to its talon. It did damage to that talon, but you can tell that it was able to beat its constitution. Yep, so half damage. So do your 6 die 10. Or 3 die 10 if you want to.
First 3d6 first for the.
That's 13 damage. You already did your. I saw your Oko damage pop up.
That was the 1d8 plus
Sworn
5.
enemy. Yep, sworn enemy. Okay, go for it.
6, 12, 14.
Okay, so that's a total of 27 so far.
And then did you say what, 10?
3D.
You can do 6 die 10 half or 3 die 10 full.
This one.
Thanks. Oh. We're 8, 12. Ooh, 6, 18.
Mathing. Ooh, 35, 40. Okay. Did 45 damage that round. Yep. So you see that as it reaches its claw out towards you, the arrow goes straight through its talon, and it's got it trying to. You can feel it like frustratingly trying to smash it in its talon.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm
Epione.
looking off camera right all the time. I'm looking at Foz like, was that cool? Was that cool? I did the thing?
Yeah, that was one. I can shoot another one at it while it's busy with his one.
Okay.
Do you have to take a bonus action to do that, or
No,
do you have to? Oh, okay.
Yep. So you have what, 3 attacks? I think by this point. Two and a
two.
bonus action. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yep. You reach back. You feel back there. You know that there's the. So remember, if you shoot the lightning arrow, you just for flavor, just add a regular old die 10 to it for its lightning damage.
Okay, so 7, 10, 15, 21, 28.
To hit.
Oh no, sorry. 30 to hit.
Oh, got hits.
28.
You see it putting its hand down, and as it grabs it, another arrow is just flying right behind. Is this the lightning arrow?
The lightning arrow.
Yep. So you're not messing around. You launched the Dragon Slayer arrow. You fought dragons before. You're going straight to work. As it tries to reel back this Dragon Slaying arrow that's lodged in its talon, as it's kind of by its side, as it's batting its wings. As it pulls its hand down, as it was blocking its face, another arrow just flies straight towards its chest. And what was the total damage? And it was lightning as well, right?
28.
28?
28. Did you add your?
I did.
The oath bow.
Yes, it's
Okay.
yes.
Just making sure.
And then
The lightning.
yes.
For 1d10.
Oh, I didn't do the 1d8 plus 5. Hold on.
Okay. It's not speed Dungeons and Dragons. It's friends just chilling.
Make it
doing
another,
now.
add another 7 onto that. So 35 for that one.
Another 7. Okay.
Yep. And then I'm going to take my actions. I have an action surge. So
Okay.
since he's sitting there in front of Ooh, 21 to hit.
Okay, misses. So that's your third one?
You know, he was mighty distracted there with 2.
No, that's fine. It doesn't let you do it a second time. So very, very intelligent creature. It takes that Dragon Slayer arrow to its palm, followed by, the lightning arrow that crackles through the sky as you rip one loose, hits it in its neck, and it just puffs its chest, strengthens its armor as the next arrow, and it just takes it as that lightning arrow just like bursts off its chest and returns to your quiver. Would you like to move, madam?
Oh yeah, now
You have
I'm.
another attack. I think you have another attack.
Hmm.
Action surge is yeah, it's whatever your full action is. Yep, so you get another attack.
Oh, awesome.
That's okay. 80 points of damage so far, though.
Yeah, killed it.
Yeah, not
I'm
bad.
doing my best here.
Need to send us up in the air like that.
16 to hit. Are you?
But you did do a. Let's be realistic here. Yeah, so as you launch another one, it kind of sits there and stares at you, and you can tell that it's honing in on you at this time. Which I got to need a die 6. I'm gonna use a red die 6 for this guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop with these digital dice. I'm luckier with real ones in my hand.
Move fast. Yeah. All right. Lovely street of death. Take care now. Bye bye then. All right. I'm going to, not me, I as the dungeon master, I'm going to look at the Ancient Red Dragon's legendary actions. It is going to, what is the 15 feet? Everybody is safe currently.
Good round, Asa.
Good round, Asa. Pause.
I'm gonna look at Epione because I'm gonna do something that resembles a little bit more cover than just being out there right on that. He's stuck around the corner or something.
Yeah, this is just the second round from what I'm tracking. All right. It is, sir. Watch. Oh, Asa, what's up? Epione's here.
No, I just wanted to make sure that I'm, not just standing there completely. I'm gonna, at least fall below to the side of the wall or something like that after I've made my shot.
There is a door up on the roof if you want to move inside the door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Use cover.
Do you want to go inside or use cover? You can get against the
Just cover, just sort of.
Okay, you have to slide her up against the. You see Asa just like shoot these 3 arrows and kind of tucks against the wall, like.
Maybe you didn't see me.
You're very squishy. Oh yeah, if you could feel, these fiery elemental eyes staring at Epione as she walks off, you're like, fudge. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Can't use necessarily legendary actions if I'm up 90 feet in the air. Noted, Dungeon Master. This is my Tiamat test, by the way. We're just running through ancient red dragon techniques for the final fight. Just kidding. Not kidding. All right. Pause. Sorry, buddy.
So Foz realizes that there's not a lot he can do here, so I'm going to try to take some cover from the dragon and split up a little bit so we're not in the AoE situation.
Okay.
Try to get underneath this roof right here.
Okay. Yep.
There. and I'll use my action to douse the fire, but I need to take the.
Oh, 1 die tenor. Yep. Let me get you, buddy.
Be like,
Two fire damage.
receive 2.
Can't feel good though, even in battle.
So the fire's out.
Okay. All right, fire's out.
It's my action and my movement, and for my bonus action, I will use second wind to regain some hit points.
Okay. Zesus, you're up, buddy. Yeah, that didn't feel good. Everybody puts their shield up all at the same time. You got a shield, don't you? I can't even remember. Does Zesus have a shield?
No shield.
But your brand new +2 plate mail, you're just like, did not plate mail as hard as you wanted it to. But yeah, it's feeling kind of warm. Heat metal things are happening.
So is this dragon like perched on the top of?
It's so just because I don't have a perfect map. It is directly above the stronghold, staring down that funnel you guys are in. Okay, you guys are in, you know what I mean, that street heading straight to the stronghold. It's looking, it blasted everybody as you collected there.
Okay.
It's currently in its 6 seconds of movement where it's just kind of hovering in place there, just sending down all this like ashen cloud down to the ground.
All right, so my only option, I think, here is to attempt to huck my spear at it, but I don't know how. Is it within 60 feet of me?
Sure. Yes, it's at exactly 59.98 feet from you.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to use a little bit of extra strength here and huck the spear in its general direction.
Have we chucked a spear in this campaign yet? Oh, that's right. Laz has got one. So it's a weapon that just doesn't get used, you know?
All right, so I got a 26 to hit.
Hit. So you hear it, moving around. It takes these 2 arrows, shots. It puffs up its chest to take another lightning arrow, and as you do that, you find a great target of mass at its stomach and launch your spear.
And so it does 11 damage.
Okay.
But not a ton.
Mr. Incredible. Damage is damage.
Yeah, and now I lost my spear, so.
Oh, that was like a regular old spear? Non-magical?
Yeah.
Tie. Cool. Been waiting for this.
Yeah, that was pretty much it for the attack actions that I think I can do.
It can get hit by regular weapons. Man, it's like the only creature that's like, must be a magical weapon. So this classic Acme spear from from Lowe's spear section that you got, that you've been just lugging around for a while. You chuck this thing and it sticks for 11 damage in its stomach as it just kind of like looks down and kind of brushes it up and just looks over at you like, oh, you guys are nuts. All right. All right. Do you want to move at all?
No, I think who's close to me right now? Anybody?
Over top of your head, you're being dripped on by a massive T-Rex that you are not also you've never seen before. You have no idea. But as like your helmet, you just feel this hot, drippy syrup like hit your shoulder. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. And you hear this thing like, it's like, oh, Simon.
Oh, okay. Okay, so am I near Cliff at this time though?
Yeah, Cliff's right behind you.
Okay. All right. So I'll just hold where I'm at.
Tight. Okay. Uh, okay, so Zesus, as you're sitting there, from the fissures, uh, one second, pick up my toy box. Right. From the center of town, two more uh, fire elementals burst forth. One looks like it's heading towards. So Connor was staring at one. It comes climbing out and starts moving towards Connor. So Connor could take your action. And the other one starts moving towards Zesus.
Drop another 70 something points of damage.
I don't think I can because no one's next to it at the
Can
moment.
you guys hear
so-
me?
Yes, we can,
Yes.
sir.
Give me a thumbs up if you can.
Blink
Okay.
twice.
We can't hear you. I don't know what just happened, but the audio just stopped working suddenly. So I'm probably going to close this down and reboot to see if I can get that to work.
That's a good one. I rolled a
gone.
nat 1.
Huzzah! Okay, yeah, so you know you're feeling pretty sporty from that 20, and you see the next one come up, and as you were staring at the fissure, right? And your farsightedness was there, but you didn't notice that there's like a total like branch right in front of your crossbow as you shoot, and it just like buckles off the branch in front of you, spraying a little bit of debris.
Okay, I obviously do the classic. I look down and look at my weapon because it's the weapon's fault.
Yeah, yeah. But as you did
Uh,
that, as it was resting against the branch smacks you in the face. You're like, oh, okay, that's what that was. Worst
I
elf
shake the weapon
ever.
out and I reload it and I use my second shot to do the same thing.
Okay. That one.
This
That
time,
one.
AC 17.
You hits.
Okay, cool. I take it there's no one near this guy at all. He's all on his own.
Unless a spiritual weapon counts.
No, it doesn't.
It does not. All right. Thank you, collective DMs.
28 points of damage.
Okay. Same thing. You shoot in that center mass spot to see if you can disincorporate it a little bit. A hole goes through, and it like you see the flame juices come back together. You know, in that spider web kind of pattern as it does things. Words. All right. 28.
Yep.
Ouch. Okay. Anything else, sir? Oh no, that was your action.
No, that's my held action. So yep.
Okay, and then blah, it's moving towards Zesus. Actually, that one's going to move towards you. It's going to come up and reach over the branch, and it's going to make 2 touch attacks on you. The first one misses. Nope, it does. 24 to hit.
Who's he going against?
Connor.
He just walked away.
Oh. I'll say that's a hit.
What was it?
And then the second one was a 15. So the first attack, when he comes back, I'll remember, does
What was the first attack?
the touch attack.
What was it?
24. Yeah. That's a 12 fire damage on him when he returns. Yes, I do. He's coming. So him and Henry held their turn prior to because it came in late, and I didn't want my brain to explode. Zesus, this one's gonna run up next to you and just reach out its flamey fingers for 19 to hit.
Okay.
Zesus, is a 19? Does that hit? I'm not looking at your AC right now.
I'm AC 20 now.
Okay, it missed. And then this next one hits with a 22 and does 14 fire damage. and you are currently on fire.
Okay, so 14 halved is 7.
Yes, sir. And Pete, you took 12 fire damage from a fire elemental. And you're on fire, Pete. I mean, / Connor.
I uncanny dodged the 12 damage to what you're down to 6.
No, you didn't. Stop cheating. Okay.
I'm still on fire though.
Okay. Sorry. Everybody's on fire. Everyone's like patting themselves, like, first it's brain damage. All right. Cliff, you're up, buddy. You see in front of you your paladin friend just catch on fire.
So he's like fully on fire right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's, not just, he doesn't look like a fire elemental himself, but like you can see his under, like you've got that padded armor shit underneath your plate mail. Like that stuff is on fire. There's, his cape or something he's got dangling. He's on fire.
All right. How many people are near me that are within like 30 feet?
Okay. A T-Rex and Zesus and Foz. How's Connor? Okay.
I will go ahead and reach forward and recast protection from energy on Zesus because I lost that when we were hit with 47 damage.
Thank you for that.
So that's my action for that, and I'm concentrating again. And I'm going to try to find how close is there. Like I just want to be out of line of sight from the big old dragon, so I don't get blasted like that again.
There's a door to your left that goes into the tower in one of the towers of the mansion, like the city center. And there's, Foz is taking cover in a building to your right as well.
You could make it into this door.
I'll try to go join Foz then.
Or you could get underneath this roof here.
That fire elemental moved up to Zesus, by the way. That one that's closest to you.
This one here?
Not the one, yeah, closest to you. It's up with Zesus. Thank you.
And are you aware of that?
So there is a fire elemental like
That's
close by that's attacking
engaging.
Zesus.
Where is my spiritual weapon still next to a fire elemental?
Actually, it doesn't get opportunity attacks?
I don't.
No, the spiritual weapon does not get opportunity attacks.
It's just about 5-10 feet away.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to move towards it and attack.
Okay. Toward the fire elemental?
Yep.
Or the spiritual weapon, sorry.
The spiritual weapon will move towards the fire elemental.
Okay. And you're
That is a 16 to hit. Does that hit?
Hit.
All right. 12 damage, radiant.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Same thing. You hit it. The radiant energy, flashes inside of it, and you can see that there is a form of a scar on whatever fire elemental this is. And you're gonna hold your position.
Yeah. So long as I'm out of line of sight from the big old dragon.
You are. Did he move?
He's in.
Okay. Perfect. Lantaurus. So move him up next to him and Henry can be next to each other. All right. So Lantaurus, you worked your way up. You meet Henry at the copper dragon that he's bringing back to life, and you saw this large stream of fire hit down the center road, go into the stronghold, and there you see this massive red dragon floating above the stronghold. It's very unsettling, even to a robot's nerves.
Okay, I would actually like to make my way up towards Asa and Epione so that I can be within somewhat range of the Viragon.
You want to do a dash? I mean, you want to make a ruling on how far you can get?
from there, he can get to the building. He can get inside. He'd have to dash if he wants to get to. If you dash, you can get to Epione and Asa. We'll say. I was kind of given like sporty movement on your first movement, you know. So if that's what you'd like to do.
Yeah. Would that take up my full action though? Is it dash?
Yes. Yeah, if you want to get to that position. If you want to, I'll give you half movement to get like inside the building. If you want to do something to like get a spell going or something like that, and then your next turn you can move to the roof. First one provides you cover-ish, unless the place got melted, and then 2, it's made of wood. Just saying.
It is made of wood.
Third little piggy never made it.
So could I move to like the bottom of the building on the outside, like where I'm peeking around the corner, so I can still see the dragon, but not
Yes,
up
sir.
to the top floor yet?
Yes,
But
it's
then from
directly over. It's directly over the stronghold, so you can get to that corner, do a Call of Duty lean, and do something.
Okay. So then, how far away roughly is the dragon from there? Just depth.
100 feet, we'll say.
100 feet. Okay. What can I do?
How are the cameras, by the way? Are they working on it?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And if you need a close up, just let us know.
Yeah, we'll send pics into WhatsApp, our secret channel.
Yeah. So far, the top down is helping me perspective wise. So. Ooh, I could try to do that.
Go with spoilers.
Spoiler. Okay, so
It's just round 2. Yeah. Oh, hi, Belgar. And Asa. Ooh.
Okay, so you said the dragon is within 90 feet, so I would actually like to try and cast Ice Storm on the dragon.
Okay.
And he has to make a dex saving throw of 18.
He's like, I'll try.
I mean,
where is he?
Yeah, plus 18 to dex.
Actually, it's not very high. Oh, what's the throw?
Because he's a big bastard.
18 has to be the.
Okay. Now, what do you want to do?
So
is it half damage?
If he passes or fails?
He passes.
Yeah, just half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
So this is the hail of rocks. Of rock hard ice pounds the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, entering on a point within range. You reach the creature. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dex saving throw, which we already did, or take 2d8 damage, bludgeoning, and 4d6 cold damage, or half as much failed, or on a failed save.
Okay, so 2d8 and then 2d6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so 2d8. It'll be half whatever this is.
Yep.
So half of 15.
You guys can always, if it's half damage, just roll half the dice if you want to as well, and just do full. It's up to you guys.
That makes total sense. Yeah, I'll just do 1d6.
It feels better to roll lots of dice.
Yeah.
4d6. It really does. Like, I want to roll these 4d6 because, reasons and stuff.
Understood.
Listen to that.
I would like to do my 26 die 6, but I just would take all night counting it.
That's what digital.
Yeah.
And that one was 19 total, so half of that one.
Okay.
But it also says that the area that he's in is now difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
The sky? Interesting. I think it hits the ground and then becomes ice on the ground, correct?
So underneath him is difficult terrain then until the end of my
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, It's a storm. There's ice and stuff. He's kind of floating around there. Movie magic. I'll come up with something. Is that your turn, buddy?
1 second.
Belgar, are you with us? You're on deck.
Yes.
You're on deck.
Who is?
You are. You're on deck.
Right.
When
Okay.
Lantaurus finishes his turn.
All right.
How far is this one? Okay, so he's in range for 120 feet. So, I'm gonna roll for hit on my little ballista.
Okay.
My plus hit on this. So 27 to hit.
Hit.
3d8 plus 5.
Are you hitting him with what?
This is my little hand ballista.
All right.
Hand ballista.
Just lost.
There it is.
Crossbow. Handball. Yeah. But since it's a hand ballista, now a crossbow, I'm gonna make it sound like.
It'd be 23 force damage.
Okay. It flies out. The hand ballista launches towards him as he's flapping right in the armpit or for. You said 28?
Say that again? Yeah.
20.
Force damage.
Okay.
Forceful.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna peek behind my corner and that'll end my actions.
The blue building is causing much frustration with you with the track.
No.
The blue track. Yeah. Goodbye, blue building. Wonder how much HP building has. Need to look that up. I'm guessing 10. Okay. Thank you, Lantaurus. Bellosaurus Rex.
All right.
You still got like a wizard's hat though, which is the kind of tight part. I'm just gonna, in our minds, the hat's
Right.
still affixed.
Can you get like a costume hat and put it on the Tyrannosaurus next time?
Yes, sir. Don't you dare me.
So, are any of those elementals still alive, or have they been defeated?
There are 2 elementals still that just came through a fissure, and one of them's attacking Zeus, and one went to a off to the left.
Okay. How far away am I from those elementals?
You are within 25 feet of the nearest elemental, 50 from the far one.
Okay. So I'm going to use my movement to get up close to the closest one, and
Okay.
I'm going to do a bite attack.
That's my T-Rex. All right.
Hey, can you use the listings and look up T-Rex and see what the damage is for a
Gotcha,
bite?
buddy.
Okay.
Monsters.
And I'm rolling dice the old-fashioned way because I'm not going to be taught. I'm having to do Discord on my phone, and it's going to make it very complicated for me. So I rolled an 11, but would I add dexterity to that?
Would you want to be a Tyrannosaurus zombie? Okay,
Or is it
so
strength?
you have a multi-attack. Tyrannosaurus makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its tail. You can chomp and then swing your booty. The bite is a melee attack plus 10 to hit, sir. And the
Oh
tail
wow!
is
So 21.
on the bite,
Yes.
40, 12 plus 7 piercing. And it's grappled. You're going to grapple a fire elemental. I recommend using your wizard intelligence as much as possible. But yeah.
I'm gonna bash it with my tail.
Okay, so you're going to hit it with your tail as opposed to your bite?
No, I was gonna do both since I have a multi-attack.
Okay, so you hit with the melee attack, 40, 12 plus 7.
Okay. And then should I roll again for the tail?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna do both, yeah.
Okay. 8, and it's plus 10 to hit.
Yep. So
All right.
18.
18.
So they both hit. So roll damage for your bite, 40, 12 plus 7.
40. 12. D12. Hang on a second. Let me find them. Okay, so 8 plus 19 plus
It can't be grappled.
24 and 33 plus 7. 40 points of damage.
Dude, tight. So you just with your your big chompy T-Rexness bite into it, and it explodes kind of outwards in the bite, and then reforms, but it just looks really messed up, and then you swing your tail attack. Oh, I'm sorry. Your tail attack is 3d8 plus 7.
3d8 plus 7. Okay.
Oh, who just made that? That's brilliant. Good job, Lantaurus.
8 6 14 21 points of damage.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you bite into it, explodes outwards, reforms, and then you whip around with its tail and hit it again. It splits in half and reforms, and it's wavering, and it's like its arm is coming off and then reforms. You can tell it's kind of in some pretty rough shape. Would you like to move, sir?
I already did,
Okay, perfect.
so I'm done.
Oh, yes, you are. Kill the wizard. Just kidding. But it just happens that way. I love it.
That's more like a kidding, not a kidding sort of situation.
Well, wherever everybody's stacked up, it probably seems like the spot where it's going to get the warmest. All right. Belgar the second is Deed. Epione.
So, no one's attempted to talk to this dragon yet, right?
Cool. I have a script. Go ahead. He puts on his.
I am sorry for my friends. Of course, you can understand their fear of your large red dragon. We've only heard of you. This is probably the first one we've ever seen. Sorry if we hurt you. Is there any reason or any way that we can get you to is there any place that you would like to go other than the face?
Feast on your magic as it just like stares at you.
You don't want to go back to where you came from?
That was at 6 seconds of talking.
No. In that case,
Yeah.
do a wisdom saving throw.
Your wisdom saving throw? Huzzah! Ooh, this is the big one, huh? The big one. What was this? Banishment? Old monster. Oh god, I was like, what? I was on the fire element. I was like, you have to be shitting me. What's your save? It's there. As it holds. It gets through it real quickly as it brushes it off with its legendary resistance. Mark one of those.
You do that in the air. You do that in the air.
Yeah, sure. Why not? It says right here. No. Let's see. So that happens, and it just looks at you, and it's just like, eat ash, ember, fury, as it just like starts. You can see it bringing in a big gulp of flame, staring at your purple building there, your blue building.
Well, that didn't work. I would say so.
All right. Okay. Yeah, a little cover. Okay. Okay.
Pay for effort.
It's back to Connor.
Keep going. Two or
Okay, so I've got this elemental in front of me. I'm going to attack it twice.
Okay.
Well, I'll try to. If I roll like I did last time, it won't be hitting. So let's see. Sharply shooting with my AC 19.
AC
Does 19 hit it, Tim?
You're the fire elemental, yes, sir.
All right. Damage on my first one. 26 points of damage.
Okay. 26.
Yeah, I'll try to shoot it again if it's still alive. I only get 14 on this one.
Hit.
Okay.
It's just a big flaming target. I mean, for a level
19
13.
points of damage.
Okay. That's your.
Now
is
what
that,
I'm going to do is, no, I'm going to bonus action disengage,
okay.
and I'm going to get away from it.
Okay. Which direction you want to go? Just out of curiosity, just backing up.
I don't want to go towards where everybody else is because that, in my view, looks like a perfect flamethrower spot.
Yeah, you're out of what appears to be flamethrower spot.
And I've moved 35 feet, so I'm hoping that you can't get up to me.
Okay. Henry, you hear this bellowing, conversation between Epione and the large red dragon, and you've stabilized this copper dragon for your first round, but it's your turn now, buddy.
So this is what I'd like to do.
Oh, cool.
Perception. Find me a place where I can get within 150 of the dragon to use guiding bolt on it. That's going to give me cover.
You're within. You just move him forward like a little bit, and we'll call that good.
But you want cover somehow?
Oh,
What I want to be able to do is shoot a guiding bolt and get behind something or get away from the Epione Asa target center.
he can
So
fire and then get next to line for us.
That versus that.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if across the street is better. Yeah.
Sure.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That gets me away from.
Yeah, you can do you can hold the R3 button and slide to the side. And
Dig it. Okay.
I haven't first person shooter in years, so I don't know what button it is to lean.
So my attack action is going to be I'm going to make a shot with guiding bolt at the dragon. Here we go. You can't make this shit up.
Okay. Did you boop?
I got that 20.
All right.
And a baby.
You can't make that up.
Okay.
So that's
that interestingly enough hits.
So that's 16 die 6.
That creature is marked.
Ooh-wee.
That's 16 die 6. And
say what?
what is it? Hold on a second. That I might have slid wrong.
And everyone has advantage on it.
Yeah,
The next
that's
person. The
That's
next
it.
person. Yeah.
where is it? Yeah, sorry, yeah. That's 16 die 6.
All right. Send it.
So whatever that math is, the crit 52 on digital dice. I did
Okay.
this on dice.
You're okay? Yeah. I'm just looking up spells real quick. Okay.
Hang on.
Just,
It's more than that. It's more than that. You've got the 52, which is fine, but you also max the dice.
yes.
So
That's
so
8.
whatever that is.
Yep.
Go.
16 times 6 is 114 plus 52. You've done 166 points of damage.
I'm not arguing with that.
Okay, so now it just flashed back to 8 die 6. Check me. Did D&D Beyond already do the math for me?
I'll look you up.
It might be that we do it. Go on, Tom.
Good enough. I'm trying to back you up, buddy. Guiding bolt. Me boop boop. Me burp.
And it's at what level?
Level 5. I got 8 die 6. So
So it's only 1d6 per additional level.
So plus 4, so 8 dice 6.
Yep, its total is 8d6, buddy. So
Yeah, so you probably need to roll 8d6, Henry, and then we'll add the 42 to it, or whatever it is.
Well, yeah, this is only 16. So 27.
yeah, so 27 if you rolled the first
So
one.
8 dice 6 is maxed out is 48, right? Plus 27.
Yep, 48. Okay, we're just gonna do this. 48 plus 27.
Does that sound right?
75.
Yep.
Yep.
Oof.
Still a fuckload of damage.
Hey, and I found my cap. All right. So, you're sitting there. You feel that you took the time to pray with the villagers, and you made the conscious decision to let the paladin and the cleric you just met go solve the problem while you took care of things. You went and you stabilized this dragon. You feel, Tyr's energy as you grab your shield. You kind of feel the symbol of the shield and the scales in the gauntlet. You press your hand forward, and the guiding bolt flies out and strikes the dragon right in its shoulder blade, doing pretty significant damage. How would you like to move, sir? Are you done?
You're muted.
You muted.
Get a cigarette. I think he's good.
He's doing his stuff.
He's already done his move. He moved up to Lantaurus.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I just want to make sure that I'm in a defensible position now. Oh, and sorry, bonus action with the spiritual weapon still out. Is he close to the elemental that the
Yeah,
T-Rex engaged with?
You can move it to hit it.
Yeah, we'll move spiritual weapon to hit that guy.
Okay. The one that looks like a hammer. Yep. You hear from that building. Stop touching my trees!
It's a 28 to hit
That's a hit.
for 16 damage.
Okay. It's looking in really bad shape. As it's sitting there getting chomped on by the T-Rex, this hammer slams into its back. Making it go crazy again. Make sure that hey Skylar, make sure the camera doesn't flip.
That looks hot.
Are we good?
I see.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
I see building. There we go. Yeah, that looks good.
We're good? Interesting. Oh, there we go. And you see some random floating plastic disc. All right. So that's Henry's turn. Henry is done. Oh, it's dragon time, baby. All right. We good with the camera? We good? We good? Steady? That's like a 5-second delay. All right. Dragon time. Boo. He's doing some life choices stuff right now. He had a plan. That guiding bolt was these nat 20s or something serious, but these ladies have been just troublesome. It is going to melt this house. It is made of stuff that'll give you advantage on a deck save. So whoever's taking cover inside the house, Lantaurus, Epione, and Asa. Some poor unfortunate souls inside there trying to save some children. So Epione, Asa, and Lantaurus make a deck save. Fudge. Those are 2 fudges. I see that, and we're waiting for Lantoris's fudge.
19.
All right. So it flies over you guys, looks down. What?
Didn't you say they had advantage?
Yeah, they did have advantage. Did they not roll twice? Did you roll twice? Yes. You guys all have advantage on this throw.
I'm watching out for you guys. I am. I'm watching out for it.
You see it just turn its head towards Connor, just like.
Be 22 for my next throw.
Okay. So, DC 24 check. I'm sorry.
And
I
do.
Asa, what'd you roll on your second roll, Asa?
I'm for me though, I'm gonna do my flash of genius to give me +5 to that.
Okay. What was your total?
It'll be 27 with the flash of genius.
Okay, so you passed. As you were sitting there and you're like, you know what? Hiding behind this building is probably not enough. You gathered just a little bit more. Belgar, what was Asa's second roll? She got the roll with advantage.
I think she rolled a 7, is what I saw.
Okay. I'll put it in the chat. Epione, 108 fire damage. Lantoris, 54 fire damage. Asa, 108 fire damage. If you can hear me.
Oof.
Yep, so it launches that one.
Can you explain to this dragon that if he does this too much, he's going to be burnt on the outside and raw on the inside? He needs to sort of keep the temperature steady.
I'm gonna bring Slater.
It is also.
No, not me.
Wait, 1 sec. It's got its movement. It flies up into the clouds. You hear from the top of the clouds as it departs. Yeah. I'll get you next time. No. You hear that it's like, your paltry hill will do. I will burst forth a mountain of fire and woe. And it you see the wind vortices move again as it takes its movement up into the sky. You have a reaction. You were hit.
Let me see the range on this real quick.
Hey Tim, how much damage did you say? Because I have armor of fire resistance, so I need to have it.
With all due respect, madam, 108 fire damage. And you guys are currently in a building that is just destroyed. And I would say, you know that if you hang out where you're at, you're going to take bludgeoning damage from a fall. So you're going to have to do some dex throws to get out of this building that is just smoldering.
No.
And you have a reaction. You feel like you're not dead. Okay. Stay friends. All right. Yeah, as it disappears into the cloud overhead. You're muted, buddy.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're up, buddy.
Oh, so he has gone up into the clouds.
Yes.
I'm
Melts the building because you're up on the you're not up on the demi-lune yet. Okay, yeah, you don't. You just see him kind of take in a breath. He says some snarky comment, and something more deep and guttural than I have acting skills for, and you see this big explosion inside the town, and then whoosh, you see him. You see another giant wind vortices hit as it bursts upwards.
bullshit. So yeah, I'm running back up to the demi-loon.
Okay.
Did I have to say?
And a demi-loon. Is that my full movement there?
Yes.
Is there any way for me to get to the top of it?
Yeah, you're at top. You're at the top.
Well, like, yeah. And what do I? Well,
Just tell me what you want to do. The fortress itself is it's very things. So just tell me what you want to do and
can I see? Well, passive perception. What am I seeing?
fire. No. So you see the center of the town just ignited. You heard him. You heard a conversation between Epione and the dragon. Rough conversation. Some would call that like really bad conflict management was occurring, and you know the center stable building slash tavern is just completely ignited. And the wall of fire that's in front of you, you do see two elementals moving around.
Okay. Both of them are within 120 feet.
Yes.
I will. I'm guessing there's the one to the right. Is that correct? That's one to the right, and then one further
Yeah,
away.
there's one to the right where Connor was. You're not sure why it's messing around with a shrubbery, but it's over by a shrubbery. You know, you don't have you're not the brightest, but you're wondering why it's trying to light shrubbery on fire, and then you see another one fighting a T-Rex.
I like nature, and I'm gonna shoot the one that's hitting the shrubbery.
Okay.
With Eldritch Blast. So
okay.
Just reaching out with the old Axie again, and 3 bolts. 17 on the first one.
Hit. You're doing the shrubbery one?
Yes.
Okay, so yep, that hits.
10.
Okay.
And then a 23.
Hit. That hits.
So 2 of them hit.
Yes, sir.
So that'll be 14 total. So 7 and 7.
Okay. Yeah, so you use your rod of lordly might and you push it forward and shoot 2 fiendish eldritch blasts at the back of this thing, and it doesn't form back. It's in really rough shape. Where those holes hit, it is now open.
And then, yeah. So I used all of my 40 to get up to that spot there. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then that'll end my turn.
Yeah. If you want to, yeah, we'll just say that. Yeah,
that's
you're
totally
at the very
fine.
edge.
Yep. That'll end my turn.
All right. Okay. From the base of the sword mountain, from the tree line, you do notice at this time coming down the road 2 fire giants appear off to your left, Manu.
Fire giants.
That was their movement to get to that position there.
Can I yell out as they're doing that? Fire giants!
Yep, absolutely.
Maybe they're on our side.
I'll find out. I'll go ask them.
Yeah. They look friendly. Howdy. All right. So Asa. Okay. So what I'll say is you're gonna need to. The terrain that you're on is not going to be there after this round.
So I need to dash with a dex or something.
I will say if you want to dash out of there right now, you can get out without a dex save.
All right, I'm gonna dash out of there right now.
Okay. So you run out of the building and you burst out next to Lantoris onto the street.
Perfect.
Dash. That's including your bonus actions. So unless you can do anything else, that brings up Foz. Foz, you can see. You could see them coming down this road, and it's a road that actually. So I've got two represented. What you see is one, and then another one about 100 feet behind it. So targetable is that one at the T intersection, but you can see them coming down sequentially down this path that leads up to where your friends have said where the wizard tower is.
So he within 20.
I'm not trying to foreshadow or anything.
Is he within
Spawn point.
25-foot movement at this point?
Hmm.
Do you feel like he's within 25?
Yes.
Do a melee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can run out there and. Yeah, so just so you know, yeah, you can put that other one off the table, but that was just to let you know that it's coming. There you go. Perfect. Everything in the room is terrain. Even Kai is a Tarask off of the floor. Good boy. He's so smoked. Our dog was at a dog farm for like the past 7 days. Yeah.
Wow.
Gassed. All the Hans are smoked right now. You gonna hit him?
What?
Hey Tim, did you say that other giant is just off the road?
Yeah, so the way I want to describe it is he's behind. So there's a trail that you've been to before that leads towards the Wizard's Tower, right?
Right.
At the T intersection, as you climb up to the top of this thing, you do notice that there is a fire giant coming down to the trail, meeting the town at the cobblestone point, where like dirt road meets cobblestone.
Right.
And Foz running out to confront him. Beyond that, down the dirt road,
Is another
coming down the hill, is another one 100 feet.
Gotcha.
Roughly. Another round's worth of travel.
Yep, no, I got you.
Okay.
I just saw you
All right.
remove it and heard you say something about it, so I just wanted to make sure I was tracking.
Yeah. So he's got the good diets.
Yep.
All right. Okay, go for it, buddy. Okay.
First one is a 29 to hit.
Yep. That hits.
31 to hit.
That hits. Nice. Jeez.
19 to hit.
That hurts. Good job, fighter.
17 plus 20 plus 20. So 57
Total.
total.
Okay. Yep.
And I'll use for my bonus action. We'll do the shield master shove. So since I did the attack action, I'll
It's a
attempt to shove.
huge giant.
Shield. So
Okay.
let's just see how that works out. Yep, gotcha. So shove is very simply target must be no more than one size larger than you, so just fails.
Okay. Yeah, you see.
I guess I would. You know what? I would notice. I would know that he's too big to shove, right?
Hey, you try to hit him in the knee. Brave, unless that.
Because I would rather use my bonus to take a greater.
Okay, no problem.
So
Yep, no problem. All right, so you run up, you chug a pot, and you see a giant. You've seen giants before. This thing is in plate mail. All right, and it's holding this massive great sword on and it's just like lunking down confidently towards you, and it smirks as this dwarf kind of walks up like this is favorite kind of enemy type situation, and you're running up in your full white dwarven plate. You do an Avenger leap up and you smack it 2 times with a sun sword. Doing pretty 3 times with solid damage.
Okay. That's me.
Okay. It sits there and it adjusts this like fiery crown on its head and like gets ready to swack you or schwack you. Zesis.
Okay. Who's close to me right now? I
Uh,
can't see the Zoom map anymore. I got kicked out.
oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to bring you back in?
No, I can't even see the message in the.
There's
the
a way
thing.
to do it on Discord to watch stream. So if you, yeah, so you're fighting you are in melee. So this would be easy. You're in melee with a fire elemental.
Okay. And then is anybody else around me?
The T-Rex is right behind you, and Cliff is to your right, 20 feet, hungered up against a building.
Okay. So right now the elemental's right there next to me.
Yes. You're also on fire, so you're gonna take 10 fire damage.
Who's resistant right now?
Yep, you're resistant, so 5.
Okay. 5 fire damage. All right. And then he's in melee range, so I guess I'm going to action.
Aaron should be getting here soon. Just gotta move the table. This would be the last. This would be like 1.5 more rounds, and we'll be done. Oh, I mean, we can keep going. I'm down. I got a phone call at 1300. That's in.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast as a bonus act. Can I do a bonus action up front? Or do I have to wait until after my attack action?
You can do it. Yeah, bonus actions floating. Action and movement are floating, so you can take them however you wish.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus action up front and cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
And then, so that'll give me 1d8 extra damage, hitting a creature within 10 feet, and I'll choose it to be cold damage.
Okay.
And then I will do my first attack.
Motion tracker. Okay.
Eight damage. All right, so 26
to
hit.
It's a hit.
Yep. Okay. I got 15 and 7, so 22 damage.
Okay.
With 7 of that being cold damage.
And this is a longsword, right?
Yes.
The longsword, and you have a shield, if I remember correctly, or no?
No shield.
Okay. Yeah. So you just kind of twist it in your hand, and you slap this thing on the neck after it's been hit a couple times from either Manu, or I'm sorry, from the T-Rex, and you hit it, and it bursts into embers, and its ash kind of hits the ground. It's just like a pile of ash now.
Okay. Am I still on fire?
Yes, sir. Just make a if you want to, pad it out or whatever, just do a dex throw. Do a dex saving throw.
All right. I'll do a dex throw to pat the fire out.
Okay.
And 10.
Okay, it's out.
Okay. And then I would just like to move over by Cliff, and then end my turn.
Alrighty. You guys hit the wall. That house is starting to catch on fire, but you're against the wall here, and I believe it's going to be Cliff's turn. You saw
Alright.
Foz dart away from you after something.
Okay. I'll just kind of. Yeah, I'll peek out and kind of move out and take stock. The big dragon's gone, right?
Yes, it flew straight up in the air.
Okay.
It did. Yeah. So you peek around the corner, you see Foz chug a Mountain Dew, and then burst at this thing, and then take 3 swings with this super radiant sun sword.
Okay. Um,
Complete.
are there any other fire elementals near us?
Yes, you can see one from where you're at with its back to you, searching for where Connor was.
Okay. How far away is it from my spiritual weapon?
20 feet. roughly.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon over and take a swing at it.
Okay.
His is the helmet.
Yes.
That is a 12 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Finally. Congratulations.
How far away is Foz?
About 30 feet to your left,
30 feet.
or to the east of the map. He's pointing.
Not much I can do over there.
Oof. It took my brain to process Dan's helmet for a second there. I was just like, oh, that is the coolest. How much Twitch do you have where you can have a helmet avatar?
All right. I'll just cast Toll the Dead at the fire giant that Foz is currently engaged with.
Okay.
And that is a Wisdom save 16.
Okay, wisdom save.
Not the giants.
He rolls a 6.
Nice. 3d12 damage.
3d12 max damage.
I'm pretty sure that helmet's not is actually that's a physical helmet.
That is 22 necrotic damage.
Oof. Okay.
Hey guys,
Wow.
sorry I got to get going here. I'll catch you guys maybe next weekend or the weekend after.
Okay, bye, buddy.
Yeah, take care.
See you, man.
How much you say? 27?
Fun with your
22.
replacement friends, Tristan.
79 total damage on the fire damage. And his new name is Matt Damage. All right. Matt Damage. All right. He's not wise. I'm ruining this joke. Okay. It is now. Do you want to stay where you're at?
Yeah, I'll hold position for now.
Oh, I didn't even go for the fire elementals. They're like, why haven't I done anything? And it's going to hit the spiritual weapon. It's going to take a swing at that. At Henry's spiritual weapon.
I don't believe spiritual weapons can't be hit.
Can't hit them.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. They don't have an AC? I'm sorry.
That is not in.
I'm not going to argue with you. All right. So
Clips is engaged.
Cliffs is engaged.
Yeah.
It's going to make a perception check on. It's going to move towards Cliff. It doesn't know where it's at. It's in the center of the town, moving towards the T-Rex. Okay, and Dan Lantoris. Is he here yet? Muted. There you go, buddy.
No worries. So I know the building that I am behind is still on fire. Is
Indeed, sir. It's
That's
you can hear the beams like about to crack.
yeah.
Foreshadowing up on it.
I semi got out of the way. I'd actually like to go to. It's my right. I think it's your left building, like the dark brick building.
Towards Henry.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Just kind of like as cover, but also to like peek around to be over there. Yeah.
Okay.
So from where I'm at, can I actually? How far out are the fire elementals that are up by the swords or by the?
So as you cross the street, you could see one about 50 feet in front of you,
Okay.
and it's between Belgar's Tyrannosaurus legs.
Wait, what's between my legs?
Like you could see it. It's not touching you. Well, yeah, I think you know where you're going with this, but I wasn't quick-witted. But anyways, you can see the fire elemental
Can't see anything. Everything's
beyond
Um,
Belgar's.
Does Belgar have great balls of fire?
Oh, inspiration.
what's where I'm at for the elemental is?
Good one, Pete.
What's the distance between the elemental and me?
50.
50? Perfect. That's great. I already have.
Yeah.
51
So
feet away.
Yeah.
Needs to make a con saving throw.
Okay. Let's see the Constitution of Fire. Not good.
You said 18.
13.
Yeah. Okay, so then he's going. So anyway, I cast Frostbite.
Folks came to get
Okay.
So, was it 3d6? Yeah, 3d6. So it's going to be 10 frost damage.
Okay.
And has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
We need
Okay.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Bonus action. Oh, that one is gonna be.
Billionaire.
Dice over here. 26 to hit.
Hit.
It'll be 16 force damage and knocked back.
Yeah, it bursts and now it falls into a pile of ash.
And then I'm gonna scooch up back behind the building, so I'm LOS, and then that'll be the ending of my turn.
You're gonna stay where?
By Henry behind that building.
Okay.
Like on the corner, but behind it.
Okay, got you. Alrighty. And then Belgar. Belgasaurus Rex.
Right.
You can see the fire giant from where you're at. You'd have to fly to the right in between those two buildings. It's probably I don't know what your movement is. I'd say 60 feet away.
Well, I think my movement's probably 50.
You want me to bring you up? And one sec. Your movement is 50 feet. Yeah. So you're 50 feet away.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm going to use my movement to get over to a fire giant, and I'm going to bite him and hit him with my tail if possible.
All right, cool.
All right, so the bite
spider
plus 10 to hit, and I just rolled a natural 20.
Okay. All right, so that's
so it'll be
48 plus 7 is 55, right? 48 plus 7, 55. And then roll another 40-12. Then just roll another 40-12. Yep. So 50, 55.
Hold it. 48, right?
Plus
Plus
7
7.
is 55.
All right,
Now roll Now roll 40-12.
9 plus 18 plus 7, 20, 25. And then what?
40,
12.
40, 12?
No.
Okay, so 50,
Right,
55 is
40,
max
40,
damage.
12.
Yeah,
And
40.
then 80. Yep. So 80 total.
You lost me, Tim. I'm sorry.
He's at 55. Then you were supposed to do a 4d12.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Now do 4d12.
Let me do the 4d12.
You did. You got 25.
Didn't you get 25?
No, that was 48.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Wasn't I supposed to do that for the bite?
So you get because you crit, you get maximum plus your modifier. That's the 55. And then you'll roll another 40-12 as part of the crit.
Oh, all right. All right, sorry.
It's okay.
16. 26.
26. Okay. All right.
51.
Okay. How do you wanna kill that fire giant?
I'll
Don't
bite his head off.
And if you want to add some flavor, Foz is right underneath you at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. You can bite his head off?
I'll
All
bite
right,
his
so
head off.
Foz, you're in there, you're just chopping away, and then all of a sudden just it just falls down. You're like, you kind of like look at your sword, you look over your head, and you're just being like,
And then the T-Rex burps, and then there's a little wisp of smoke that comes out. He's like,
and then he adjusts his wizard hat on top of his head. And then let's see, let's look at time. Okay. So that falls. You notice that the fire giant that was walking towards you takes a few steps backwards into the nearby tree line and kind of is taking an assessment of the town as for the last kind of roundish thing, you guys get like a free round to move about. Okay, as you collect yourself and prepare for our next session. Does that make sense? All right.
sure.
We'll finish this round. So Belgar, you bid him Epione. You see probably 150 feet from you another fire giant. So you have an opportunity to hit this thing before it backs up. I forgot. Oh, you do know this is your last round in this building before it collapses.
If you know, if you're ready to go, you're gonna have to take
Yeah, she's doing great.
I
Okay. You're out? Okay, so you're just gonna dash out. So this round, you dashed out. So collectively at the party, you can extinguish this fire giant, or you can take a round. We're gonna do one more round. How about that? I'll move the fire giant, probably in this round. 25 minutes. Oh yeah. So so you guys can just we could speed round this last one, or you guys can pick it up on the next session. So it basically steps back, and then the next round we'll hold we'll pick up initiative, and you guys can solve. You can just kind of decide what you want to do. You do get the idea that the dragon hasn't hit again. You're not sure what's going on, but you imagine that the town will be under attack unless I don't know. You'll figure it out.
have a question.
Yes.
What is this way from what is?
Okay, so to the
Can you
east.
describe?
Yes. So as you see this, you've noticed that the first attack came from the dragon in that direction after it dropped the copper dragon. You do notice that the flames in the town are starting to go down. The one where to the stronghold, like that's dissipated, so the fissures aren't like necessarily popping up. You see a dirt trail that leads from the town to where your wizard's tower is, out of the east side of the town, and that's the trail that the fire giant's on. 200-300 feet. So you see you see that giant about halfway down the trail to the forest. Yeah, that guy's dead. You get a nap time soon, though.
Police.
Sure. That one's on fire, though.
This one?
Yeah, I'm just gonna move those flames to put them all over that building, anyways, for the next time. So. Yeah. Movie magic.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very nice.
Any other questions? So are you tracking that? It seems like from your perception that the threat, the the spawn point, as it were, the enemy base is down the trail.
And that's towards where the tower was that we saw in the scry.
That's correct.
Guess where we're going, guys?
Going to the tower.
The caves.
Tijuana.
Yeah, you're getting from like the purple dragon knights and that hell riders, like, you gotta, you know what I mean, like, you gotta get him out of the city,
Yeah, take the Avenger fight out of this.
yeah, exactly. You guys are crushing New York City right now.
We're not going to get a Sevilla Accord thing, are we? We're not going to sign a piece of paper that tells us we're not allowed to use our abilities.
Sokovia? Yeah, this is the Phandalin Accords.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not signing up to that.
Oh man, ideas. Hastily right behind DM screen.
Did you just call them the Sevilla Accords? Are we going to say?
I couldn't remember what they were, so I made up some stupid name.
Yeah. Cool.
So which way to the caves?
So the caves go off to the west. Wave Echo Caves is to the west. The tower is to the east. And then Waterdeep / the Tribord Road is to the south.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Words. This direction.
if we're heading towards the tower, I highly recommend that we don't all lump up in one big group and we just sort of like strategically go into, separate ourselves so that if the dragon comes through again, he can't take us all out in one fell swoop.
Yeah. So what I'll do for the next round, this fire giant's moving towards you for like, a few minutes. I'll just set a timer, and you guys can either consolidate and come up with a plan together, or just burst. Because right now you guys can't necessarily communicate with each other because you're all spread out.
Oh, all right.
That makes sense.
We can go 500 feet out towards the tower.
Just yourself or everybody?
No, I can. It's an open portal.
Will a T-Rex fit in there?
No.
I can polymorph back to my original self to go through.
I don't know. I kind of like you as a T-Rex.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy to have around.
Sorry about the 7th level spell you lost.
When Belgar polymorphs back because it was activated by
Contingency.
is he just going to be unconscious when he polymorphs back?
No, I'm going to be hurting though. I'll be a pretty crispy critter.
Don't you do it at 35 hit points, or you did something? I don't know if you.
I made it so that if my hit points dip below 20, as a contingency, I would just polymorph into a T-Rex, giving me 136 temporary hit points.
The way we role played that is he knows what 20 hit points feels like. When he starts like going on, he's like,
Yeah. So
yeah.
It's like turning into the Hulk, basically.
Right.
Slightly.
now the tower is only like 300 feet away, right?
No, it's several miles.
Like 5 miles away.
Wait, oh, there's a wizard's tower or something where the fire giant's coming from. What do you tell me?
Maybe.
What's to the east?
So to the east there is a dirt trail, right, where the fire giants were episodically moving towards the town. Like one made it to town and one was about 2 rounds back.
Then he saw his buddy's head get bit off, and
then he kind of he stopped and kind of made an assessment of what's going on, and I'll decide what I'm gonna do from there.
Right.
It's probably his wife.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh,
He's out of the room.
that's very
Oh, shit, this is
brave of you.
recorded.
So we're picking it up from
From here.
the
Yeah, you'll have
with
you'll have like
initiative?
2 rounds to decide. I'll maintain the initiative and stuff like that, and then if you guys break initiative, we'll re-roll it again. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, today's episode was brought to you by sleep deprivation.
Go take a nap, Tim.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I have a long 4-day weekend. Next weekend. Obviously Easter is Easter, but I'm available, any one of those days. We'll get on WhatsApp and just let me know if I don't know what you guys have got going on. Min force is 4 to 5, so we'll go from there. I'll hit you guys up if you guys want to go Friday, Saturday, or Monday.
Okay, let us know. We'll talk again, guys.
Thanks,
All right,
Chad.
sounds good.
We'll go ahead and end it here.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Don't forget-
everyone.
Bye.